Welcome to the Summit View. I'm your host, Mason Richardson.
And I'm Rakai Hooks. Thank you for joining us.
Let's go to Austin and catch up on what's going on here at Summit.
Thanks, guys. I'm Austin Harvey, and here are your announcements for today. PSAT registration ends September 14th. The test will be on October 26th at 7:50 a.m. PSAT registration is now open. Stop by the counseling office for more information on payment and how to register. If you're interested in joining the National Honor Society, please join the Schoology group using code KC59X4MW WGGQW and fill out an application. Students who are interested in business, management, entrepreneurship, and more should consider joining DECA. DECA is a great way to learn real-life leadership and management skills in a controlled school environment such as the Coliseum. DECA competes at regional, state, and international levels every year. If you are interested in joining DECA, come to room C151 on Tuesday, September 14th at lunch for our first informational meeting of the year. The Summit High School Annual Club Fest will take place during lunch in the Commons on September 8th. Stop by and see all the clubs that Summit has to offer this year. That's all for the news today. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Austin. Lots going on.
Now let's check in with Mr. Jackson, another dose of Get Your Act Together.
Welcome to Get Your Act Together. I am your host, Mr. Jackson, and today we're going to be talking about, And today we're going to be talking about measures of basic statistics. So I'm talking like mean, median, mode, range. You get what I'm saying, so stay tuned. So let's take a data set, for example. So let's say 30, 30, 34, 36, 41, and 42. Now, a lot of the statistical measures that you need to know are pretty easy, right? So for example, range is just the difference between the smallest and the largest. In this case, it would just be 42 minus 30, which is 12. Now, for the median, you got to be sure it's in order. This data is already in order. And then you're going to pick the middle number. But in this case, there are two middle numbers. We have 34 and 36. So you have to pick what's halfway between the two middle numbers. In this case, 35. So 35 would be the median. And then, of course, mode is just the one that appears the most often. And the mode in this case would be 30, because 30 appears twice while everything else only appears once. Those are the easy ones. Where it gets tough is average. So average is the one that's tricky. Now, finding an average is really not that big of a deal, right? Because finding average is just a matter of adding up all the data points and then dividing by how many data points there were. So like in our example, the numbers all added up were 213, and then you divide by 6, and that's 35.5. So finding the average is easy. But the ACT likes asking questions like this. The 5 positive integers, A, B, and C, have an average of A. What is the value of quantity B plus C all over 2? What is that, right? So what you have to do is you have to realize that every single data point affects the average. So the average of the 3 A's is A, right? So the average of B and C, which is low-key what it's asking you for, also has to be A for the average of the whole thing to be A. So the answer is just A. But you have to have a really intuitive understanding of average in order to do that. So what's going to happen now is you're going to have your vocab word, and then the timer for the task is going to start, and then we're going to review a couple questions that have you do tricky things with average after you do your task.
Hi, my name is Jackson, and today we're doing the ACT word of the day. Today's ACT word of the day is antiquated.
And what does that mean?
Well, antiquated means not useful or very old.
Oh.
Like this phone is very antiquated.
Oh, he hung up. Well, back to Mr. Jackson.
In a room full of dimes, you would be $100 at the
So let's talk about one of those review questions that you just did, right? It asked, what is the difference between the mean and the median of the set 3, 8, 10, and 15? So it's not complicated what you have to do. You just have to know that special rule for median, right? So the mean of that data set is going to be 3 plus 8 plus 10 plus 15, which is 36, divided by 4, which is 9. So that's the mean, right? That's the average. The median is going to be the average of the two middle numbers because there is no one middle number. So the two middle numbers are 8 and 10, and that number in the middle is a 9. So the median is also 9. But be careful, the question's asking for the difference between the two. If the mean and the median are both 9, what's the difference between the two? The answer is 0. All right, for that other review question, it was a whopper, right? So the question went a little something like this. The question said, the average of a list of 4 numbers is 90.0. A new list of 4 numbers has the same first 3 numbers as the original list, but the 4th number in the original list is 80, and the 4th number in the new list is 96. What is the average of this new list of numbers? That's a heck of a question, right? So let's break that down a little bit. This is what we know. We know that in the original list, there were 4 numbers, and 3 of the numbers, which I'm just going to call S because I'm putting them together because we don't know what they are, right? We know that when you take S, which is the first 3 numbers, and add 80 to it, then divide by 4, you get that average of 90. That's what we know. But then now we're changing the 4th number from 80 to 96. So what we need to know is, or excuse me, to 96. So what we need to know is S plus 96 over 4, what's that going to be equal to? Well, to find that out, we obviously have to find out what S is, right? So let's do a little algebra. I'm going to multiply both of these sides by 4, right? And I'm going to get that S plus 80 is equal to 360, right? And then I'm going to subtract 80 from both sides, and I'm going to get that S is equal to 280. Right? So I don't know what the first 3 numbers are, but I know that they add up to 280, right? I know that they add up to 280. So now I'm going to take that 280, plug it in, let's go. So 280 as S, 280 plus 96 over 4. Well, 280 plus 96 is 376. And 376 divided by 4 is going to be exactly 94. Right? And so your answer is going to be 94. And that is exactly the kind of nonsense that the ACT tries to get you to do with average. Be ready. It is time for today's prize drawings. All winners from today's drawing come from task submissions on Monday's Get Your Act Together task. Now, I didn't give you a place to put in the ACT vocab word of the day on Monday, so if you get drawn, you win. All winners will receive M&Ms, which they can come to my classroom, room A114 on the math hallway, to pick up either between classes, during Spartan time and lunch, or immediately after school. Grade class, or Kosal Teep from Coach Gilbert's homeroom, and Mason Jones from Miss Perkins' homeroom. Congratulations, Kosal and Mason. And the winners from the sophomore class are Musa Abdul Wahid from Coach Slowey's homeroom and Meredith Lay from Miss Hartnett's homeroom. Congratulations, Musa and Meredith. The winners from the junior class are Olivia West from Miss Finland's homeroom, and who's the other one?
Oh, it's Lily McGuire from Coach Miller and Miss Willis.
The winners from the senior class are Emma Stevenson from Miss Dugan's homeroom, and I can't recall.
Gabby Baza, Mr. Mavikavich.
Everybody be sure to stop by my room and pick up your M&Ms. That's it for today, y'all. That's it. You learned about mode and median and range, and you also learned about some of the nonsense that they like to pull on the ACT math section when it comes to mean, right? So what I'm hoping is that everybody has a phenomenal week, and I will see you Monday, where I will be coming to you live from tomorrow night's Spring Hill football game, where I'm hoping we kick some tail. Everybody have a good weekend.
Thanks, Mr. Jackson.
That is all for this edition of the Summer View.
Join us next time. Have a great day.